Good morning, motherfuckers! How we doing? Juice! Bugatti! Previously on KIMBA TV. So if you want to long again, think about this is what you want to look at. So today is what did you pick up on this week from this box and how I identified this box. Today is basically a pop quiz about Tuesday and Wednesday. So we got some juice coming up, Inky. All right. But pretty much everything is talked about last night. So you see, Inky, how the long that we took last night, we were talking about it, Thursday and Friday, okay? And the play for today, we already talked about it last night. Everything is prepared and planned out in advance. How cool is that? Soul, we're going to keep going to 200. Easy money, Bugatti money. Kachoya. Juice. 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 ETH is going up there. Juice. Quit playing with me. The math is the math. Kachoya. Can I get a kachoya? All right, any questions? JV, let's go. So if we break that support we just talked about, SFP of the lows with RTH is lower probability play now. Correct. Gap is going to get filled, my guy. I mean, nobody knows what's going to happen for sure, JV, but based off of like this context of what RTH is doing, yeah, that whole gap is going to get grabbed. Do you remember this whole thing that we talked about, JV? Like, we actually drew this line. I don't know if you remember. We were like, yo, like this shit has to hold. That's what I'm talking about. So conceptually, you lose all of this, it'll probably fill the gap. Like the bullish trend that we were talking about, where like this shit had to hold, it's not holding. So when I say, hey, if we lose this support level, it's going to go clean the whole gap, I'm referencing what we talked about like a week or longer ago when we were talking about these bad lows need to hold. You remember? You see how all of this shit, it really matters if you know what the fuck you're doing. Because if you don't remember, like I can't be the one to be like, yo, JV, remember this from 2 weeks ago? Remember what I said 3 weeks ago? Remember what I said 10 days ago? Remember this, remember that? That's never gonna be scalable. You need to know what the fuck I was talking about when I drew this line. And you have to believe it as much as I do. Otherwise, you're gonna have to memorize everything that I said, and that's not realistic. Like this, all this shit has to make sense to you eventually, So for me, we've been talking about how the bad lows can't get swept. The bad lows, we don't want Consuelo to clean it. So for me, SFP is a no-go. I think a lot of people are going to get SFP baited on that long. So if I'm going to be looking for a long, bro, it's that easy money Bugatti. I saw you typing, hey, easy money Bugatti money got hit. Right? I think it was you, JV. Correct me if I'm wrong, but even before I started streaming yesterday, I think I saw you typing, oh shit, easy money, Bugatti money level got hit. That's the last level, right? Have you noticed that every single time I talk about taking, when we start talking about last level of support, I say that it's the Bugatti level. Remember the Bugatti level on CME? Remember this? So that's it. That bitch has to hold. Otherwise, it's a no-go. And then since that did hold, structurally, like losing golden pocket, losing 7.5, you know that the bullish edge is gone, right? Yeah, I would prefer that value holds. Otherwise, rotating to value area low, you've pretty much, you're going to reset all the edge. Like if you lose golden pocket, you reset from a mathematical level, right? The retracement is too deep, the bullish edge is gone. If you close the whole RTH gap, the bullish edge is gone. You see what I'm saying? Everything that you worked hard to build up over the weekend, you would have lost it. So, yeah, losing like value. I don't even want it to go to settlement, to be honest. So you got to be able to maintain that bullish edge. Otherwise, if it's reset and it's neutral, then you're probably leaning towards the gap fill. All right, JV. So for somebody like me that's in a long, fingers crossed, but even if this holds, brother, this is going to be a really interesting SFP that you have to be aware of, JV. Because I'm still not going to get got like on this. And remember, this is all weekend bullshit. So cut that part out and move this bitch over here. It's literally just doing this. So this could still look good on RTH. 3 levels to the upside, yes. So if we get this, bro, and all the shorts get squeezed, I'm probably going to try to take a head short. But how cool was that though, JV? We had the level identified, and did we get data? We got the bull div. We got the bottom shorters, 45 million in bottom shorters down there. So, right? Like we got swing fail. We did everything live, right? We got the swing fail. If it really is a swing fail, it wouldn't lose what? We did all that shit live yesterday, right? So structure, open interest, level, everything looks good. This is literally textbook, isn't it? And how cool is it that we talked about it on Thursday and Friday? It wasn't like a let's take a long in the spur of the moment. If I were to tell you why I have that long entry and why my entry is 116,650, you would understand why, right, JV? And as long as you can understand why, you can reverse engineer it because it's all logically deduced. That's all that matters, my guy. You good? Coke Zero says, I don't know if you were able to, but we got Pixel on PSG. Yeah, if you were in PSG, you should have been watching the stream. Yeah, I got 116,650. And I narrated this whole move. I pulled the fibs. I said, "Hey, if you shouldn't lose the blank if it really is a swing fail." We were watching the bottom short come in at 45 million. Yeah, so we did it all live. But even if I wasn't here live, though, right? Swing fail. If it really is a swing fail, it shouldn't lose what? It didn't. You didn't have a 30-minute body candle close. We had open interest and CVD bullish divergence. So structure, check. Open interest, check. Open interest, CVD divergence, and structure. So you had all three. Easy money, Bugatti money. Yeah. Mark says my blood pressure spiked after the narration. Did you like it though, Mark? Mark, I've been here showing up, doing this bitch live with you guys for the last 3-4 weeks, right? How many of you guys are enjoying the weekend streams? The ones that really, really matter, like showing up when we're at the line. If you're somebody that watches the stream 24/7, I feel like I'm trying to thank you guys for doing that by just showing up when it's like the most meaningful, you know? And I'm ready to scalp a little bit of S&P as well. Do you guys remember what we talked about for S&P? So I'm sure you guys can figure out where it's rejecting from. So this is a classic what? 886 to... So during RTH, in the first, your first 2 30-minute candle closes, what would you want to do on S&P? Hold the golden pocket, perhaps, yes? you would be okay with a 0.5 rotation, but then you're going to have to start pulling this fib and make sure that the bullish retest is not going to lose the golden pocket. Otherwise, you're going to reset the edge. You guys good? Everything that we talked about yesterday. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this, and then we'll watch VWAP. We'll get ready for Bugama. Yo, ready? Let me clean this shit. But you guys excited for this week? Let's get this fucking juice, man. Y'all ready to get some generational juice? Bravo trading. Let's go. Let's go. Inky says, I apologize. I missed it and never found out. Why didn't you want the bad lows to get cleaned? I would say it's a combination of pattern recognition, but we want to save that for later, Inky. Because, Inky, there's still a chance that 104, or excuse me, 114, 110, you know, I mean, even like worst case scenario, we could have like a pullback to like 95, 93 to do like a really big retracement pullback. So let's keep those saved for now, Inky. This is what I would say. It's not that I want the bad lows to not get cleaned. The way that I've articulated is, do not let bad lows be the reason you didn't take the long. Do not sit there and tell me, oh, I didn't take the long because I'm waiting for the lows to get cleaned. If you've been paying attention for the last couple of months, you're going to notice that the highs and the lows don't get cleaned for it to have a really big pullback or a pump. Yeah, so I would just say pattern recognition. It's not that I don't want it to get cleaned. It's fine if it gets cleaned, and I'm not going to sit there and not take a long if it's an SFP. But I'm also not going to sit there and wait for all the lows to get cleaned for me to take a long. Does that make sense? I've missed out on too many longs talking about, oh, that shit needs to get cleaned. No, it doesn't. So that is what's keeping me away from longs, scared for them to be cleaned. Yeah, no, I would say don't worry about it. I would say don't worry about it at this point because historically speaking, they're not getting cleaned. Yeah. But Inky, like, you know, you were here yesterday. Like what we did yesterday is a clinic, okay? We identified easy money, Bugatti money, right? When it came down here, we looked at data, right? CVD bull div, right? 45 million in bottom shorts. And you had a swing fail pattern. So when I say open interest needs to have edge, check. Structure needs to have edge, check, right? If it's a swing fail, it wouldn't lose the what? And then you had CVD and divergences, and I called every single one of them out for you. And what do I always promise you, Inky? If I have all the edge that I want at a level that I've been waiting for, I'm going to take it. And we took it live. And I think I uttered the words to you, Inky, this looks good for a long. So, you know, let that be proof to your own eyes that yes, all three edge can line up. And when it lines up, I'm always going to take it. Show me a trade where all three of my edge lined up at the level that I had. And I didn't take a short or a long. So, all right. All right, let's go, Inky. I better watch from sidelines than to be upset with myself. Yeah, and to be honest with you, Inky, like forget about taking the actual trade. All I want to know is this shit making sense to you? That's it. I don't care if you took the long or the short. I will never care about that. But when I tell you, when I break that down for you, Inky, swing fail pattern, structure, check. Bottom shorts for 45 million, open interest, check. CVD divergence, right? Check. I just want you to be able to see that with your own eyes. So when you do see edge for yourself, you can trust it. What I don't want you to do is see edge like that and just continue to not take it. So, all righty. All right, market open. Ding, 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 ding. Gap fill, but not mine. Let's go. Let's go, Lions. Who juicing? Who juicing? It's got to be testnet. Let's go. Quit playing. Quit playing. Quit playing with me. Quit playing with me, chat. Who juicing? Froggy Shybot says, I'm in long from Senora Consuela. Okay, put your stop loss at break even, but that kind of gives me a vibe that you didn't listen to the the plan from this morning. Somebody help him. Just make sure that you got caught up on the plan, okay? But do you, but all right. Zaha, let's go. Yaya, let's go. Grime, let's go. BTCC, let's go. Tack Fast, let's go. Gamer Girl, let's go. Ricky, let's go. Real Colorize, Shampsy, Blaze. All right, lock in. 8 minutes left. 8 minutes left on the 30-minute candle close. Let's get it. Let's get this juicy juice. Y'all locked in? Y'all locked in?
Just saw the play.
Wait. Stop the music. Doesn't this tell you everything that you need to know? Stop the music. 0x0 says, can you please explain your thoughts on why you said that? Zoro, rewind the YouTube. I will do it again, brother, but I want you to understand that everybody else heard me or they rewound it and heard it already. I already explained it. I'll do it again, brother, but you're losing big time. Big time. Even if you know what I'm about to tell you, you're still losing. Okay? That's what I call, you know, when I see that kind of no, I heard you about the hidden CVD. Yes. Yeah, so what's the type of edge that I like? I like open interest edge. I like structure. And I like divs. Yeah, so you tell me, brother, what do you not see? Do you not have open interest edge? You tell me. Can you tell that you have $45 million short open at the bottom? It has not closed yet. You have a $25 million short at 118. You have another $24 million short at around 118943. Okay? Do you see the $15 million shorter that shorted the wick bottom at 117,500? This guy shorted $15 million at 117. So, like, when I say open interest edge, do you understand that there's a lot of underwater shorts from pixel perfect bottom, and every time that we do a pullback, there's another shorter again? Do you see the hidden CVD bull div? Can you tell that this is a higher low, but this is a lower low? So this is a hidden CVD bull div. I love hidden CVD bull divs that switch into regular CVD. So it's literally what I always talk about. You're seeing right in front of you with your own eyes. Okay? Yeah, so that's it. So what I would want you to do, brother, is I want you to nerd out on CVD divergences, okay? Do you remember the screenshot that we shared from Google image search? Make sure you have that. Okay, make sure you understand what an uptrend and downtrend absorption and exhaustion is. You with me? And this is kind of like a trident. You know, did you know that there is still a chance that you could have one more like this? Did you know that? Like, don't fuck me up and like long up here now. Okay, and watch your goofy ass get cleaned and then come back. Ah! Think about worst case scenario. You know, if you were bearish, you should have anticipated a 1.25 bounce. That's normal. Alrighty. So, I don't think bulls have anything to celebrate until you get the fuck back above value area high, but that's just me. This is a pretty normal rotate. It's just bing bong ding donging. So you guys were here, you know, when we had the 1.25 and we already had this out like this. We've had that since the morning. So yeah, golden pocket needs to get turned into support. We need to get above value area high, but CME is going to lead the way. So here you go. Get above VWAP, get above value area high. Let's juice, y'all. It's got to be 10. Market makers are like, bet. Market makers are like, bet. I got you, Kimba. JV says if it's going to go lower than 114, it will go lower than 114. Yeah. I would TP a little bit at like 113.7 and then 111. Like 110.950. Yeah, but really like 111, right? So it's the same thing, like, you know, 117, 114, 111. Yeah. Your question was, are you looking more at that single print below? Yes. Or more of the RTH imbalance? No, I'm looking at single print. And it's this. I would really love this. Alrighty. JV? Who was that asked? JV? Probably JV. And let's just clean that hoe. Yeah. The good news is, JV, you don't have to worry about it not doing a partial, it not doing a full fill. You don't need to try to get cute and get into a long before the gap is filled. So I think that's one way to look at it. At least that's easy for you, right? Like, because which one would you prefer? It to completely close the gap, or it finds somewhere to bounce from before it closes the whole thing? Everybody is going to try to long the gap close, so it'll overshoot. You're probably looking at, you know, any of those levels down there. Lions, you guys are the best. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. Have an amazing rest of your day, y'all. All right, don't go nowhere because Juiciest is going to take over and he's going to do a quick little $2,000 BTCC giveaway. Exclamation giveaway, exclamation BTCC. Type it into the chat. Longers, I'm rooting for you. Shorters, I'm rooting for you. Bulls, Bears, we're all Lions. Can I get a ka-chay? Can I get a ka-chay? All right, Juiciest, you ready? Give it up for Juiciest, y'all. Let's go. I'll see you guys later tonight. Schwiggity. Who got it?